Hi everybody, welcome to Tech Growth Talks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you the top IPO stocks to buy. Today I will give you 5 top IPO stocks, and these are excellent IPO stocks, very young companies. They have very strong momentum, and they have also very strong sales growth characteristics. So before we start right off with the first stock, please be advised, this video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. Okay everybody, so that was it for the intro. Let's start right off with the first top IPO stock to buy. And as you can see, it is FVRR, Fiverr International. Here you can see the longer term chart of Fiverr, and as you can see, Fiverr was an IPO last year in June. After its IPO, it formed a nice IPO base here, and it could break out of the IPO base around May this year and form a nice and strong uptrend. The short-term chart you see here, very strong uptrend and nice uptrend, and recently we have been building a short-term base and could break out of that base here and trade to the upside. Fiverr's growth characteristics, the EPS growth is not that strong, it's minus 98%, so that's not so good, but the sales growth is super strong with 85%, and the relative strength rating is also super strong with 99, so it definitely has momentum in it. So I think it's definitely a top IPO stock to buy. Okay everybody, so that was it for the first stock for Fiverr. Let's have a look at the next top IPO stock to buy, and it is MASN, Mersana Therapeutics. Here you can see the longer term chart of Mersana, and as you can see, Mersana has been an IPO in June 2017. After its IPO, it traded sideways and moved into a long-term downtrend, and it could make its low with that downtrend in October last year, and since then it could reverse, break the downtrend here, traded through the downtrending moving averages, and form a nice uptrend. In the short-term chart here we can see, here we have been base building now since May 2000 this year. Since May we have been base building and moving to sideways. Now it looks like it wants to build a handle here, and it broke out of that handle, so we can take out this high. I think it's looking very good for Mersana. Mersana's growth characteristics, the EPS growth is not the strongest, it's minus 7%, but the sales growth is super strong with 98%, and the relative strength rating is also way strong with 98, and it's a hot biotech stock, so I think it's definitely a top IPO stock to buy. Okay everybody, so that was it for Mersana. Let's have a look at the next top IPO stock to buy, and it is GRWG, Growth Generation. Here you can see the longer term chart of Growth Generation, and as you can see, Growth Generation was an IPO in November 2016. After its IPO, you can see it built an IPO base here and broke out strongly, traded to the upside in quite short period of time. Had a strong momentum move from, let's say, $2 to $20. Then it came back and it made the high with that move in January 2018, and since then it consolidated for quite some time until, let's say, this year April, could break out here and move into a new nice uptrend. The short-term chart here, you see a nice uptrend, and recently we could accelerate in that uptrend, and we're trading higher and higher in Growth Generation. Growth generation's growth characteristics are excellent. The EPS growth is very strong with 104%. The sales growth is also very strong with 138%. And the relative strength rating is very strong with 99%. And it's in a hot sector, in the internet retail sector. So I think it's definitely a top IPO stock to buy. Okay, everybody, so that was it for growth generation. Let's have a look at the next top IPO stock to buy. And it is ZM, Zoom Video Communications. Here you can see the longer term chart of Zoom Video Communications. And as you can see, Zoom Video was an IPO in April 2019. After its IPO, it formed a nice IPO base here, and it could break out from that IPO base in March this year and form a nice uptrend. In the short-term chart, you see we have been trending up strongly in Zoom Video Communications, and let's say since September 1, we have been base building in Zoom Video, and recently we traded off the lows of that base to the upside. Zoom Video's growth characteristics are excellent. The EPS growth is nearly 1,800%. The sales growth is also super strong with 262%. And the relative strength rating is also super strong with 98. And it's in a hot sector, in the communication services sector. So I think it's definitely a top IPO stock to buy. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Zoom Video. Now let's have a look at the last top IPO stock to buy for today. And it is NKND. Here you can see the longer term chart of NKND, and as you can see, after its IPO, it moved into a strong downtrend and it traded down for quite some time. And it made its low around November last year and could reverse and trade to the upside and form a nice uptrend. In the short-term chart here, we see a nice strong uptrend, and we can see as well we made a high in July this year, and since then we have been consolidating and correcting in NKND, and recently we broke out here, and it looks like it could be an attractive entry point for NKND, especially also if you look at the longer term chart. You can see we bounce here of the moving average, traded to the upside, and now it looks like we could bounce off these moving averages here and could trade to the upside. NKND growth characteristics, the EPS growth is 21%, which is good. And the sales growth is super strong with 186%. And the relative strength rating is also super strong with 98. And it's in the hot sector, in the biotech sector. So I think it's definitely a top IPO stock to buy. Okay, everybody. So these were the top 5 IPO stocks to buy for today. I have another video coming up, part 2 of these top IPO stocks to buy, which I will release soon. So if you do not want to miss that video, there are excellent top IPO stocks as well. So please subscribe if you do not want to miss that video and hit the notifications bell. Okay, everybody, if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up. This would help me very much. And also, please feel free to leave your comments below. And I had fun making that video. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you again in the future. Cheers.